How to set up annual budget. This video walks you through the full process of putting together your annual budget from scratch. We are going to set up the annual budget in just 5 steps. So, to do this, let's start with the first step, which is getting started and configuration. Take a moment to look over the annual dashboard, which pulls everything together with your year-to-date income, expenses, net saved, savings rate, net worth, and a health score, plus visual trends for net worth and income versus expenses. Jump over to the Transactions tab for a quick peek at where all your entries live. Head into the Settings tab, since this is the control center you want to configure before logging anything. That gives you a feel for how the dashboard reflects your data at a glance. Let us go to the next step, which is adjusting year and currency settings, because getting these right first means every other tab will calculate correctly. Open the Budget Year dropdown and browse through the available years to pick the one you want to track. Open the Currency dropdown right next to it and scroll through the symbols so your amounts display in the right format. With the year and currency locked in, your workbook is tailored to you. Let us go to the next step, which is adding a new transaction entry. Pop over to the Monthly dashboard just to confirm things are in place. Switch to the Transactions tab, where you will log every income and expense. On the next empty row, pick your account from the dropdown so the entry ties back to the right bucket. Choose the transaction type, in this case, marking it as an expense. Pick the subcategory that best describes the spend so your category totals stay accurate. Select the payment method you used so the workbook can track spending by card or cash. Type the amount of the purchase into the amount cell, and the row will flow into your dashboards automatically. That is one transaction fully logged with just a few clicks. Let us go to the next step, which is handling protected workbook prompts, since certain tabs are locked to keep the formulas safe. Try clicking the Monthly Budget tab to see how the workbook responds. When the Excel prompt pops up saying the workbook is protected, just click OK to dismiss it. This is Excel telling you a locked cell cannot be edited, which is by design to protect the automatic formulas. That message is nothing to worry about. It is protecting the workbook logic. Let us go to the next step, which is navigating monthly dashboard views. Open the monthly dashboard to see the current month broken down into income, expenses, budget left, savings rate, and category charts. Try clicking into the daily spending chart area if you want to inspect it, though the visuals themselves are display only. Use the month dropdown at the top to jump to a different month like February, then switch back to March to see every number and chart refresh instantly. That gives you a full month-by-month lens on your finances. Let us go to the next step, which is exploring annual dashboard metrics. Click the Annual Dashboard tab to zoom out to the full year picture. Scroll through the annual view to review the month-by-month table, the spending heat map, and your top spending categories for the year. You have now seen how the year-long view stitches every month together. Let us go to the next step, which is configuring bills and subscriptions. Open the Bills tab and look through the list to see how due dates, amounts, and status columns are laid out for every recurring bill. Move to the Subscriptions tab and type the yearly cost into the Annual column, so the workbook can total up what each service really costs you over a year. Your recurring costs are now feeding cleanly into the totals. Let us go to the next step, which is recording debt and net worth data. Open the Debt Payoff tab and enter a balance figure into the appropriate cell so the payoff engine can factor it into your snowball or avalanche plan. Switch to the Net Worth tab to see how assets minus liabilities are being tracked over time. Hover over the net worth trend chart to inspect the line and get a feel for how the monthly snapshots build up. Your debt and net worth details are now part of the bigger picture. Let us go to the next step, which is reviewing health score and savings tabs. Open the Financial Health Score tab to see how the 8-pillar score rates your overall financial position. Check the Savings Goals tab to review the progress bars for each goal you are working toward. Peek at the Sinking Funds tab, where you can save gradually for larger planned expenses. Open the Emergency Fund tab to keep tabs on your safety net target versus current balance. Skim the Year-End Report tab, which gives you a one-page printable summary of the whole year. Circle back to the Health Score tab to confirm the score reflects your latest inputs. Every tracking tab is now reviewed and ready to use. Let us go to the next step, which is setting recurring quick add options. Head back to the Transactions tab where the Quick Add helper lives. In the Recurring Quick Add section, change the Stage Month drop-down to the month you want to stage recurring entries for, so you can copy them into the register when needed. That primes the workbook to fill in recurring items for the month you choose. This tab is the Where You Do a Checklist and Tick What You Have Set Up. Let's shift to Light Mode variant, and let's start back on the monthly dashboard so you can also see the light version, Look in Action. Your workbook comes in 4 different files, styles. Google Sheets both light and dark versions, and Excel spreadsheet also in dark and light version. You choose what matches the visual style you prefer. This is a brief demo of the light version. Let us go to the next step, which is final navigation across tabs. Click the Monthly Budget tab to make sure the new theme carried through. Hop into the Transactions tab and confirm your register still looks the way you expect. Pop back into Settings to double-check your configuration is intact. Bounce to the Monthly Dashboard to verify the visuals under the new theme. Revisit the Monthly Budget once more to compare the light styling. Head to the Start Here tab as a home base you can always return to. Open Monthly Budget again to keep confirming the switch looks clean everywhere. Look at Subscriptions to see how the redesigned palette treats the charts. Check the Sinking Funds tab under the new theme. Visit Savings Goals to preview the refreshed progress bars. Return to Monthly Budget one more time for a final side-by-side feel. Land on the Monthly Dashboard to wrap up your tour with the redesigned overview front and center. And that wraps up the customizing part, with your theme switched and quick add options ready to go. Your annual budget is fully set up and ready to track every dollar for the year ahead. Go enjoy the peace of mind that comes with a solid plan.